Hello everyone, this is Meredith and I have another video for you. This time it is going to be empties. So I've been collecting food packaging that I have for items that I enjoyed and maybe not enjoyed so much. And then also some health and beauty sort of items as well that I have emptied in the past month and a half or so since I did my last video. So if you're interested in watching this sort of video, definitely stay tuned. I also do unboxings and some taste tests, and then also some reviews and that sort of thing whenever I get anything that's interesting. So I'm going to just jump in right away here with the health and beauty items because it's kind of the biggest pile of items. So I've been saving some of the face sheet masks that I've been using and just to give you my opinions about them. So the first one here is the Peel Off Vitamin C Face Mask from Trader Joe's. I got this in my advent calendar. So actually this foil pack had maybe 3 to 5 uses in it. So I've only used it maybe twice at this point, but I did put it in a nice container, an airtight container, so I can continue using it all the way. But this was a very nice mask. It was very mild. It is a peel-off mask, so you have to be kind of careful about only applying a thin layer so it is able to peel off. It did not irritate my skin, which is great. However, I would say that if you do have kind of a little bit more of a sensitive skin, you might want to do a patch test, just because it is a peel-off mask, so it could irritate your skin if you have sensitive skin. Yeah, so it didn't really have much of a scent. I smelled it a little bit in the packet here. It kind of has like kind of like a glue-like scent, if that makes sense, but it does not have any added fragrance, I believe. So you could definitely add this in after you wash your face. So something I've learned from doing peel-off masks for like a decade at this point is I would recommend putting like a very thin moisturizer layer underneath it. It does make it peel off all in one. So it's kind of nice and you still get the benefits of the peel-off mask. The next one here is from Wilma Schumann, and this is the Hydrating Collagen Eye Pads. So I got these in an Allure beauty box maybe a couple months ago. These particular ones were maybe like mid-range for the ones I've tried in terms of how much I enjoyed using them. They kind of had a slight burning at first, so I was a little bit concerned, but after I had them on for a while, the burning did subside and I didn't have any irritation or reaction or something like that. Also, for my eye area, these were a little bit big, so I don't know if this will be in focus, but it does show you there's 2 different ways that you can put the eye pads on. So I did kind of have to play around with it a little bit, just because these were a little bit wider than my under eye area. The next ones here are some sheet masks from the Cream Shop. So I got my sister these for Christmas, so she tried one out and she let me have the wrapper, and she gave her opinion of these. So her favorite animal is a red panda, so when I saw these I couldn't resist it. And she did like this, and it was like a very refreshing mask, and she had 0 irritation. She does have a little bit more sensitive skin than I do, so we were a little bit concerned, especially because I went hard and I bought her a few packs of these. She did like them, and this one was a little bit different. I don't know if I can show you on here. So on the back here, you can see the preview of what the face mask, sheet mask looks like, and you could see on one of the sides there's actually like a cartoon full-on like red panda. So that was something a little bit unexpected. This one was definitely a little bit cuter than the one I used, and the one I used is the Soften Up Skin, and this is the bear one here. So unlike hers, mine didn't have like a little cartoon bear, but this was a very nice mask. It kind of burned a little bit, if I'm being honest, the first time I used it, but I've used a whole pack, and that was a pack of 3 since then. The only thing I would say is that these sheet masks from the Cream Shop are very wet. So when you pull them out, like a lot of liquid comes out, so the serum is very wet in there, if that makes sense. You definitely have a lot of excess serum that you could pat into your neck and your décolletage, etc. I do like these. I probably won't repurchase the bear ones just because this has a honey scent, and honey scents are not really my #1 go-to items. So I got this from TJ Maxx in the summer. It was like really reduced clearance. It was like $2. So I picked up a few of them. So it does say here on the back of mine, for example, that the tingling effect is supposed to happen. I'm not entirely sure what it says on my sister's mask, but she didn't report any tingling. So when I did have a slight tingling at first, I wasn't really that concerned just because it was expected. Okay, the next few items here are something that you might need if you're working from home like I am. So these are Salon Paws pain relieving patches. So I just saved one of the foil packs. So there are 3 of these foil packs of 20 in each of these boxes. So I also saved the box. These are like a lifesaver for me. I do like the smaller ones that comes in the set of 60. I have tried the larger patches, but the ones in the larger patch you kind of have to put on correctly, whereas this one with the smaller patches, they're maybe like this size. You can kind of position where you need them to be so that you have a little bit more of control over where the heat kind of goes. I would say, however, these are definitely things to wear when you're at home because they do have a scent. So it smells like camphor and menthol. That's kind of how the cooling effects and the heating effects works. So definitely if you walk out wearing this, everyone will know you have Salon Paws patches. So you can see here that they have specifically recommended it for feet or calves, and that's the dimensions. And then for me, I use it on my shoulders and my back. The next one here is somewhat related to the other product. So this one has been down by my desk, and this is the CVS Back and Body Aspirin product. So it does have caffeine in it, so the first time I took it I was definitely not used to it, so it definitely made my heart race. But this did help me a lot with my back and neck problems. I would say that you should probably talk to your doctor first, but I have gone to a doctor in the past for some back problems, and they've told me to use this product and also do like the normal things like stretching and kind of like Aspirin cream, that sort of thing. I don't have an empty Aspirin cream, but I would recommend Aspirin cream as well. I'm sure you've used it in the past as well, but it is quite nice. It does have a different sort of bottle now. It comes in like a bottle with a lid rather than a tube. And it does not have a scent anymore. The next thing here is from Crest, and this is the Gum and Breath Purify mouthwash. So basically I bought this because I had a really good coupon and it was on sale. So this is just basically a mouthwash for after you brush. The one thing that I would say is, I don't know if this is like a me problem, but whenever I use the Crest brand one, it always feels like there's kind of a film in my mouth, and when I spit, sorry for graphic details, there kind of is like a film that is left over from rinsing. I don't know if that's like a me problem or something like that, but it is something I've noticed. I don't have that happen when I use Listerine or like fluoride rinses and stuff like that. The next thing in here is a couple of the same sort of product, and these are from Aquaphor. So as I mentioned in like almost every video, I have very dry skin. Like usually at this time of the year, I would probably have had to go to the dermatologist to get steroids for my legs because I usually get such deep cuts in them from the dryness that they start bleeding. So these are Aquaphor products. This one is huge and it took me forever, like maybe like years to use. This is the Aquaphor Healing Ointment Advanced Therapy. It's 14 ounces. I honestly don't know when I bought this. It was probably like 5 years ago, if I'm being honest. This is a really nice product. It has no scent. It's basically just like really thick Vaseline, and I would recommend purchasing this if you have very dry, cracked skin. It does help. It does have zero scent, as I mentioned, and I use it like completely up. I have been using Aquaphor basically since I was a child just because it's one of the only things that is really great for my dry skin. So when I went to CVS a while back, they gave me a bunch of samples for purchasing something, and this was one of the samples. This is the Aquaphor Ointment Body Spray Advanced Therapy. So basically it's the same as the one in the tub, but it comes in spray form. I personally would never repurchase this just because I think it's a little bit messy. So it does come out as a spray, and just because of how it's aerosolized, there's kind of some ointment particles that kind of go out, if that makes sense, when you spray it. So I think maybe this would be good if you have really dry skin on like your back or like your torso maybe, just because that's a larger surface area, because you do have to be kind of far away, but it is making a large mess in my opinion. Maybe it was just a user error sort of issue. Also, this does still have some product left in it, like it feels like it's maybe here, but when I got down to like around maybe a third of the can left, it kind of started getting to the point where it's a little bit hard to get product out. So I don't know if this again is a use error or if it's just kind of how the pressurization worked, but it does kind of come out again in a clump, and it kind of like as like a mound of the fluffy product. And also, since it is pressurized, it comes out quite cold. The next few items here are from Aveda, so I was sent these to review. So this is the Cherry Almond Hand and Body Wash. I got sent this from Influencer maybe like a year and a half ago. And then these are the Nutraplenish Shampoo and Conditioner. And these, I think I just got them in the mail. I don't think it came from anywhere in particular. So these two shampoo and conditioners, they were fine, but if I were going to pay the Aveda price, I probably would go with the Avanti scalp and hair thickening treatments and that sort of line, just because I've had really great success with them in the past, but they're just a little bit out of my price range. These did help me when I was having the scalp problems from using a different type of shampoo that I will never repurchase. They did help me kind of get my scalp back into regular sort of functioning, so I'm very thankful to them, but these were very small samples, and if you have thicker hair, this is maybe like one use. The next one here is that Cheery Almond Hand and Body Wash. So this is like a very small sample, but it took me a long time to use. I just don't think that I like the almond scent. So sometimes I think I kind of shy away from them. I think I'm also slightly sensitive to almond oil. I also was not a huge fan of the scent. So to me, this scent kind of reminds me of when you go to a public restroom and they have those air fresheners that are up by the door. I mean, not that any of us have been in a public restroom recently, but it kind of smells like that to me. Just with the hand wash pump from the public restrooms again that comes out pink, it kind of smells like just a public restroom. So personally, this is not going to be a repurchase for me, but it was a very nice and soothing body wash, and it was kind of nice for hydrating. However, I do not like the scent, so if it did have a different scent, I probably would repurchase. So I have this Evian facial spray. So I was sent this for free for review. Basically, I just accepted the offer because I've been using this product for a long time, so it was nice to have a nice purse-sized one, because I had thought I was going to be going out and doing things, but I ended up not going anywhere. I accepted this back in probably January 2020, and I was going to keep it in my purse as soon as I started going out, and then I never went out. So I have been using this at my desk. I use it maybe every couple hours just to refresh myself and to make my skin sort of happier. And I have liked this, and I probably will repurchase it, but I am using a different one right now. The next thing in here are a couple of oral care products. So this is the Oral B Toothbrush, the complete one. So this one is, I think, a sample from a dentist. I just basically just needed a new manual toothbrush. I had purchased like one of those really cheap battery operated ones, and that one was not good. So I just went back to manual brushing. Next one here is from Target. It's a Smooth Slide Floss Mint. So basically my go-to is Reach, but sometimes you just have to use what you have. It's just like a waxed mint flavored dental floss. It's pretty good. I do, again, like the Reach one better. And the next thing here is from Bath & Body Works. And then this one is the Gentle Foaming Hand Soap. And then this is the Mango Mai Tai. So it kind of does have the mango scent, and it's a very strong mango scent. It is like a nice one to use in like the summer, especially now since we can't go anywhere. So this one was nice. Probably will not repurchase it. My mom just really likes the Bath & Body Works foaming hand soaps, but I personally make my own foaming hand soap. So the next thing in here is almost empty, but it'll be empty very soon. And this is the Cuccio Yoga Calm and Clean Hand and Body Wash. And I got this in FabFitFun. This is the second one I received from FabFitFun. It's fine. I don't personally enjoy the lavender scent as much. I probably won't repurchase this, but it's a fine hand soap. I haven't used it as a body wash, just because I tend to use like the Dove products for body wash. But I mean, it's fine. It's a hand soap and it does its job. I also tend to want to have antibacterial hand soaps, and this one is not antibacterial. But yeah, that's that. It's a hand soap. The next thing in here is from Summer Fridays. So I received this from Influencer probably like more than a year ago to review for free. And then this one is the Jetlag Mask. I think I saw reviews and spoilers on BoxyCharm that if you have the BoxyCharm Premium for January, you will receive a full size of this. The reason why this took me so long to use up is because on the box that it came in, it said that you should leave it as an overnight mask. However, when I did that for the first few times I used it, it made me break out so bad, like really deep cystic acne, so it was super painful, so I like never wanted to repeat that. However, when you read the back of the packaging here, it says that it should be on cleansed dry skin, apply a thin even layer with fingertips may be used under and over the eye area. Leave for 10 minutes for maximum hydration. Blot with a warm cloth if necessary. No need to rinse. So that is a very confusing product instructions to me, but maybe I just am like completely misunderstanding it, because it says that you should leave it on for a maximum of 10 minutes, but then there's no need to rinse. So which is it? I also probably would not use this around my eye area if you are at all sensitive to any sort of scents around your eyes. This does have a very cooling effect. So that's just like not a feeling I like around my eyes from a mask. Also, it has like a scent that's kind of like a menthol scent, like a minty sort of. So again, probably would not repurchase this. Happy to have used it. I have been using it up by using it on my arms and my legs, just where I had very dry patches, and it has been working well for that, but I will not repurchase it for that. The next thing in here is from St. Ives. It's the Radiant Skin Pink Lemon and Mandarin Orange Scrub. So I use this both as a body exfoliator, and then every once in a while I use it on my face just in the dry patches. It is a moderate exfoliation factor, so it is a little bit more gentle than the apricot scrub. But I have liked this, and I probably will repurchase this just because it is really nice for my dry skin, especially on my arms. It does have a scent, and if you are not a fan of kind of citrusy scents, probably would not recommend this. But I do like how small the exfoliating, like, I don't know what it's called, the exfoliants are. And it says that why we heart pink lemon and mandarin orange, the extracts from these vibrant, zingy fruits are famous for leaving skin brighter. So I do like this, and I probably will repurchase it, and I have repurchased it. I think I even have like a small one at my apartment as well. Next thing in here is from Nars, and this was a makeup sample. So they sent me like a very large like set of these samples, so like the very small blister packs, but I was able to color match myself, and this is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in Patagonia. So if you have similar coloring to me, this might be a nice one to start with. And they were sending out free samples for a while just to help you color match. I probably will not repurchase this foundation just because it was very dry. So it started to get very crusty on my skin. Like, it looked very dry and dusty, if that makes sense. So I probably won't repurchase this. So I typically go for like a light to medium, more on the medium side coverage. And this was a little bit too full coverage for me. So it went on very thick, in my opinion. But this was a good color match, and I will kind of use this as a gauge for future color matching. So on Sephora, they actually do have a pretty good color matching tool if you have a few of the ones that you typically go for, to help you choose the right foundation color for, especially now since we can't go in and sample. So now I'm on the last skincare and beauty item, and this is from Tula. This is the Cult Classic Purifying Gel Cleanser. I got this as one of my birthday gifts from Ulta this year. So basically Ulta said that they were going to give me, I think it was like a Lancome serum that I really wanted to try, but they were out. Basically just because of the pandemic, obviously. But they had just given me a bunch of random samples, and this was one of them. It was a nice cleanser. I probably will not repurchase this just because I didn't enjoy the scent. The scent to me kind of smells like, yeah, it kind of smells like night cream mixed with some like lemony sort of citrus scent. So personally, that's not my go-to scent for a cleanser. I also have a ton of cleansers to work through, but this one was fine. It didn't have any negative effects. It just wasn't a great scent for me. So I'm now going to show you my food items. So these are empties that I've been enjoying for the past couple months here. And basically these are just going to be like snack items, just because it's not so interesting to show you vegetables and proteins. There's actually one other thing that I'll put a screenshot on here, but I used up all of the garlic chili paste. It's from the same brand that makes sriracha, but basically this was a really nice staple to have in your fridge if you're trying to make some meats in the slow cooker or some like Asian inspired sauces. I discovered it maybe like 2 years ago because I'm a little bit late to the game, but it's been really nice to have. The next thing here are some teas. So yogi tea is one of the teas that I typically go to just because they have really nice blends. This one is the Refreshing Mint Revitalize, and this one is an herbal tea. So it is a really nice refreshing mint flavor. I probably will repurchase it just because I really do enjoy yogi tea. So this is something my sister really enjoys, is English breakfast tea. We got these at Home Goods a while ago. They had a bunch of them. This is the Taylors of Harrogate, and this was from York, I believe. So she used to live in York, so I think this is just nostalgic to her. She thinks that it's like the #1 or #2 tea, but I'm not entirely sure. The next things here are some Tazo Turmeric Bliss tea packets. So I got these at Target a while ago. I've been basically using them to make either like a refreshing sort of tea in the evening, or else I also have been using it in making kombucha at home. The next thing here is from the Asian market. Obviously I've used it a while ago, and this is from, it's like a Korean Seaweed Flakes. So I tried a new brand just because they didn't have my go-to brand, and this one was fine. It didn't have much flavoring added to it. It was just like perilla oil, which is like the sesame oil. It was really nice in Korea, and then it also has a little bit of seasoned salt in it. And these are the nutrition facts here. Basically I just like adding it to my rice, and then also as a topping of instant noodles, that sort of thing as well. This next thing here is from Trader Joe's, and this is something I will never repurchase. These are the olive and herbs mixed nuts. So this is the information here on the back. So basically we bought this because my mom really likes olives and mixed nuts, so we thought this would be a perfect thing. This was not our favorite. It took a very long time for all of us to go through it. Basically it just smells like feet, and I hope that I'm not offending anyone, but it doesn't taste very good either. It has like a weird sweet flavor, but it also has a very, very salty, bitter flavor from the olives. But I'm also not an olive fan. I actually ended up eating most of these just because I didn't want to throw them away because I don't like wasting food. The other mixed nut bag that I didn't keep is from Trader Joe's as well. Also will not repurchase those. They were the everything bagel seasoning flavored mixed nuts. Those also were not my favorite, and I will not repurchase. Nobody else in the house liked them either. They had like a very, very sweet flavor to them. I think they coated the nuts in some sort of like simple syrup or something before they added the everything bagel. It also didn't have the everything bagel flavor. It didn't have like the oniony poppy seed sort of flavor to it. It just kind of tasted sweet. The next thing here is some mints. So actually we've been going through mints like crazy, but they're quite nice to have just around. These ones are my favorite though. These are the mints ones. They're sugar-free, so if you're interested in avoiding sugar-free, don't get these. I think I bought them at Trader Joe's, and I haven't been able to find them anywhere else. So if you know where else to buy them, let me know. And these are the ingredients and the nutrition facts on the back. These ones are basically like very nice white discs. They kind of look like Lifesavers, but they don't have the hole in the middle, and they have like flecks of the winter mint sort of flavor throughout, and it was quite nice. I really do like these. They're very refreshing, and they're a little bit denser, so they do have kind of a dense sort of texture, unlike Altoids, which are the other ones. I don't think I have an empty Altoids tin in here, but you all know what Altoids are. I get the one that's like in the teal package. I think it's wintergreen. I do like wintergreen flavor. Yeah, this is my #1 go-to mint brand, but I just don't know where I can buy them other than Trader Joe's. The next things here are the packages. So actually I was smart and I just cut these out just to show you. So this is actually a new type of popcorn. These are my grape popcorns from Jolly Time. I think this might be a regional brand, I'm not entirely sure. So this is the Simply Popped Butter. So actually I had like a really high value coupon, plus they were on sale at my grocery store, so I basically got these for free. But these are really nice. So my mom actually doesn't like microwave popcorn, but she was actually quite happy with these, and we actually repurchased them, and I will continue to repurchase them as long as I can find them. They have a really nice light butter flavor, and the sea salt is really nice too, because it does taste like sea salt. Like, I didn't think you could tell the difference, but I can. And then it has like a really nice oil. It doesn't have like that artificial yellow color either. It just basically looks like popcorn. Next thing here is from Craze. This is like a new cracker brand, I think. So they sent me a bunch of them in like a sampler box. And I think I've tried the corn one, and then these are, yeah. So I tried the corn one, and I think I gave my mom one when she was working as an election judge. And she really liked them. They're really nice. I think they come in a pack of 2. So you can see here on the back that they're kind of inspired by arepas. So they do have different flavors, and I can link the website below. I don't have like a commission code or anything. These are just letting you know that these are nice. I think these are a great purse snack as well because they are quite dense and they do kind of satiate your hunger. And then they have different flavors, so there are some sweet ones as well, but I tend to go for the savory flavors. So the next thing here is something that was super exciting for me to discover over this time at home, and this is like my new go-to brand of tortilla chips. So these are the Sochil brand. I took the sneak peek here on the back of how to pronounce it, but this is the information here. So these are really, really nice corn chips. So they are like a white corn, and they're really, really thin, and they have a really nice salty flavor, but you can also get the no salt. But if you like the salted ones, make sure you read the bag really carefully, because one time I accidentally bought the non-salted ones, and the unsalted ones just were really, really nice texture. Those are like really nice and light and thin, just like how these are, but it just had 0 salt, and it was a little bit of a struggle because I eat my chips for my salt. But yeah, this is a really nice brand. It is slightly more expensive than like a Tostitos or something, but it does taste a lot better. And speaking of Tostitos, this is a Tostitos bag. So obviously I only saved one, but we've eaten far more. But this is, yeah, my favorite Tostitos, and this one is the hint of lime. So let me know what your favorite Tostitos flavor is and type. And also what your favorite chip is, because I love chips. So this is, yeah, basically everyone knows what it is, but this is what it is. Highly recommend picking them up if you have them on sale near you. So thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you've tried any of these products or some of the products you've been trying in the past couple months, because I always want to look for new products to try. And let me know if you've had any other experiences with any of the products I've tried, just because these are obviously just my own experiences with the products, and everyone's skin and bodies react to things differently. So I mean, I know that a lot of people really do like the Summer Fridays mask, but it just did not agree with my skin. But I have enjoyed using it on my body, but this is kind of expensive to use as a body cream. So thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day and enjoy the rest of your week. Goodbye.